Hello and welcome to Cooking with Pete. Our cheese pie is going to be made in a pie crust, a frozen pie crust. I tried to make my own pie crust one time and I did it out of a Crisco recipe and it was nasty. I ended up scooping the filling out of the pie and eating the filling and throwing the dough away. So until I learn how to make a good pie crust, I'm going to just use frozen crust. I like to start with putting all my ingredients out. For this you'll need some eggs, mozzarella, parmesan, ricotta cheese, some uncured ham, and some parsley and pepper and salt. And the pie crust, of course. You want to start out by putting the ricotta into a food processor. And go ahead and run the food processor until the ricotta gets real nice and smooth. Put the ricotta into a bowl, start adding the ham. I like to just tear it up a little bit like this. You can use a fancier meat, but I live in a small town and this is what's available. Note that my ever-present kitchen helper is always ready to clean the floor. Add the mozzarella and the parmesan. Go ahead and mix that all up. You want to add some pepper. I like a lot of pepper. A little bit of salt. And then parsley. Fresh parsley works better, but I happen to have a bunch of dry parsley, so dry parsley works as well. You just want to give it a little bit of a kick. Now go ahead and mix up 4 eggs and add that, but don't add everything. Save just a little bit, and you'll see why in a second. So save, it's about a half an egg is what you want. Go ahead and add the cheese and egg mix to a pie. And again, I'm using a frozen pie crust. And I like the deep dish because it's going to go ahead and fill that thing. What you want to do is take the second pie crust and you put that on top. And it's going to be kind of ugly. It's better to make your own, but like I say, I'm not very good at making pie crust, so... Once you get the crust on top, you want to just kind of flatten stuff, make it look a little better, and pinch the edges. It'll actually bake okay, even though it looks a little rustic. And then you take that egg, this is why we saved this egg, and you just brush it on. It's just about a half an egg, and just brush it on the crust. I like to add a couple little slits. Turn the oven to 375. And what you want on the rack, you actually want the bottom rack. The pie itself should be put on a cookie sheet. And you want to go ahead and cook it for about 50 minutes. I would say that hot sauce is essential to this cheese pie for sure. It really, really adds some flavor. Now that is some seriously good pie.